Good morning and happy December. This is Dr. Christina Downey. I serve in student success and academic affairs at IU Kokomo. And I, like you, am working remotely from here on out. This has been an interesting year. It's been a huge semester. There's been a lot of challenges, but we've also seen a lot of successes. And I just wanted to start this short video by saying thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for all the hard work. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for coming to us with your needs. The continued connection has been so important to us as a faculty at IU Kokomo. I just wanted to share a few tips about how you can kind of move through this period in good stead. So here I'm just sharing my screen to show you a few tips for remote learning. The first one, do review your syllabi. This is a really good time to go back through and make sure that you have all your due dates in shape, that you're clear on what is recommended, on what's required, on how to pace things out over the next few weeks to get to the end of the semester. And then make a plan using a physical calendar. I know a lot of students, I know that myself, I use a lot of electronic devices to track myself, and that's great because they can set reminders and this kind of thing. But we also know that when you actually physically write things down, it often can have a different kind of ability to make an impression on your plans. And seeing things graphically out in front of you can really help you to feel more like you know what you're doing and that you are the one who put that plan together. I always recommend to students that you set completion dates, focus on completion dates rather than due dates. Due dates are when we as faculty need to have things in our hands, right? But completion dates are your dates. That is your ability to take control when you're going to finish something. So of course you're going to set those completion dates ahead of those due dates, but this is another way to just feel that you are taking control, taking ownership of your academic journey. When we think about stress, and of course in the remote period and in this whole time between the holidays and COVID and everything that's going on, stress tends to increase. When we get a better sense of control of what's going on around us, we are less likely to feel stress. And so completion dates is one way to get you there. Also, do take advantage of the opportunities that your faculty offer for connection. I know that for myself, historically, having worked at IU Kokomo for 14 years, I sit in my office hours, whether it's physically or in the remote period, and no one comes to talk to me. And I know that there are students who have questions. I know that there are students who would like to just say hello. They just don't come. Please, this is your time, right? Break through that uncertainty and say hello to us. If nothing else, see it as doing us a favor. We as faculty need to see you too, right? We miss you. We need the feedback. And so if nothing else, come to our office hours just to give us a little gift, right? And then maybe it starts a conversation going that actually ends up helping you, which ultimately is what we want. And finally, see yourself as building resilience during this time. Research on stress shows that depending on how we look at our stress, we actually are more or less likely to experience negative damage from that stress, to experience some harm. So when we look at our stress as something that is building up our resilience for a later challenge, right, we are actually less likely to feel not only the kind of emotional effects of stress, but we are physically more resilient. We don't come to physical harm through long-term stress when we see it as our body gearing up, our systems gearing up to deal with difficult things later. This is how you should see this time. You're building resilience. As you can see, we're all in this together. All of us are building resilience at this time. And if you can see things that way, you're more likely to succeed. Thank you again for everything that you're doing. Thank you for what you've done. And we look forward to seeing you back after the remote period ends in February. Thank you.